Hey you guys, it is Ninfa and welcome to Rise and Grow Your Mind. I'm so excited to have you guys here. As I always say, you can make more money, but you can't make more time. So the fact you're taking the time to watch this, I'm grateful, I'm blessed, and thank you so much. So the book that I am reading right now is called Mindset, and this is going to be short and sweet because this chapter is really about sports players that became champions and those who people thought would do really well but never did, and how that came about. So a lot of times people think of sport players as their ability, what they look like, what they're doing, how well they're doing it. But what they don't realize is it's their mind that actually allows them to do the best. So one of the things that they talked about was Ali, and how he wasn't like the best fighter necessarily, but the fact that he had the mindset. So he knew when he studies his opponent, and he would go out and do his promo for it. He would talk his stuff, talk his smack, that would affect the mindset of the other person that he was going to be actually boxing with, and that he would utilize that in order to get into their mind so that they could have a poor, boxing match with him. And that's exactly what happened. He'd also look at how do they actually box and things like that, found their weaknesses and move from there. And so it wasn't the fact that he was super talented at first. Now, as he went along, he became very talented at boxing past the mindset, but he utilized that as his weapon. And so him always saying things that were I'm the greatest, I'm the best, him repeating that over and over and over again allowed him to actually be the best, right? And him saying that out loud, him having the world hear it, him having himself hear it. Hey, Vicky. That allowed him to be the best at what he was doing. And he is. And he always will be. He's in the, in the records for all the things that he does. So this is what it's all about. A lot of people think it's about, how talented someone is, but you can become more talented as you practice, as you move forward and go, okay, I kind of sucked at this. Ask your coach, what can I do better? And work on that, and then improving your talent will become innate. And then the thing about it, nobody ever notices that, Michael Jordan, got kicked off, didn't get into the varsity team, or got kicked off his varsity team for basketball and all that stuff. He wasn't the most talented actual basketball player. But the fact of the matter was he took the time to practice and practice and practice and evaluate what he was doing in order to improve for his next time he played or the next time he went out for basketball. And over time, he became the best. He eventually went to college. He didn't go to the college that he wanted to go to. They didn't draft him to that college, but that's okay. He went to his college, and his coach was, saying, hey, he would say things to his coach like, why am I not doing this or that? And da 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 da. He's like, I thought you wanted to be the best. And he'd be like, oh. And he would take that and go, okay, I need to change my mindset so I can be the best. What do I need to do? What do I got to do? And over time, he became the greatest at what he does. And now we know him as Michael Jordan, the Michael Jordan, and not Michael Jordan, the person that nobody noticed, that would kick him off teams, that would not allow him to play, right? And so this is what it's all about. A lot of us think about sports players as the greatest at what they do, but the fact of the matter is the people with the best mindsets are the ones that do the greatest, right? And that was the same for Tiger Woods. He was the youngest or what have you, but his mindset was, okay, I didn't play well today. That's okay. This is what I did wrong. I'll do the opposite next time, or that next hit, or that next whatever. Through adversity, he was able to make it through to be able to even get to the top 10 or top 3 or actually win the Open, right? Because his mind was in it to win it, right? And no matter how poor he did, he always worked to improve that. And so every hit became one thing for him to go, okay, well, I may have gotten third place in this, Open or what have you, but he's like, I'm grateful for that because I really struggled at the beginning, and at the end I still pulled it out. And that's what it's all about. So I thought it was an incredible read. There's a lot of sports names that you probably didn't know, that because people thought they were doing crap. Sorry, it looks like I had an alarm there, but they did not, because they would get upset. They would, they're talking about some kind of, I don't know, baseball player that hit his coach if he didn't do well, or did all these things where they just they had such fixed mindset that if they didn't do well every time, then they weren't worthy, or they blamed it on someone else. But the bottom line is, it's you out there doing the thing, right? And you have to mentally take it there every time. And sometimes you don't win, and it's okay. But you can always improve to get better. And this is the reason why we know Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods and all of these, Babe Ruth and all that, because it's not the matter of fact that they were super extremely talented. They became more talented, right? By practicing, and also by mentally taking it there on a daily basis. So what is something that you are naturally talented at, but as soon as you hit a roadblock, you stopped, right? I want you to look at that and go, okay, I'm going to stop that. I hit a roadblock, that's okay. I'm going to improve on my talent so that I can be able to become better next time around, all right? It happens to the best of us. Even for myself, I remember I was in a show choir when I was in 7th and 8th grade. In 7th grade, I had the opportunity to audition for a part, a vocal part. And I only knew one of the solo part of all the solos that were in there. And they didn't want me singing that. They wanted me to sing something else, and I didn't know it. And I did not get that part to be able to sing in front of 2,000 or 3,000 people, right? And so I had the opportunity the following year to be able to do that same thing again. All year round, I learned every solo. I knew exactly what I was doing. I was prepared. I learned from that mistake. Got a chance to audition. Still didn't get the part that I really wanted, but that's okay. I got a chance to sing in front of 2,000 to 3,000 people because I was prepared and ready to rock and roll. And I learned from my error, my mistake, it's a learning process. Instead of letting my mindset go, okay, I suck at this, I'm never going to sing again, right? I decided, you know what? That's all I need to do is correct that. It was just to learn other parts. I went ahead and got it done. And so the audition process was simple, easy, almost effortless, and I was able to do a really well job and was able to sing in front of 2,000 to 3,000 people. And so that is the thing. I am naturally, talented in singing, but we all hit roadblocks, and I could have easily stopped there and never went back to it. So I love you guys. Take care of yourselves, but think about that. What is something that you're naturally talented at, or what have you, or something you really want to do and you're not talented at it? How do you get more talented, right? How do you improve on that? And post that below. I love to hear your stories and what you want to overcome. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.